Hi guys. So Amazon Simple Queue Service, what is it? SQS, what is it? It's just a small and very useful service provided by Amazon Web Services that allows you to send and receive messages between different parts or between different applications that don't necessarily know each other or are not programmed and designed to speak with each other, but it serves as like a buffer space. It's one application sends the message there and another application can pick it up. It comes in very handy to declog the main application, and the main application can keep on having its normal operations, but doesn't have to be like waiting or processing the queue, let's say. So that speeds up the application. Let's say, I'll give examples later. Yeah. So it's like a virtual mailbox that lets different parts of your application communicate with each other without having to know anything about each other. Okay. Key points to remember. Okay, I'll give you 4 key points to remember about SQS, Simple Queue Service. It's a message queuing service that lets you send and receive messages. 2, it's fully managed by the cloud. So you don't have to worry about any technicality. You can just use it. Yeah, you just use it and don't have to program anything. So it's fully managed. So that's good. And it's designed to be highly scalable, reliable, and secure. So it gives you flexibility. It's specially designed for this, so it helps your application scale without needing to really scale your application because it's delegating into the queue. And it can be used to decouple different parts of your application or different applications, which can make your overall system more flexible and resilient. And you might say, give me some examples. Yes, I asked that myself. So I came with some examples. I'll give you 3 examples. 1, order processing. Let's say you have an e-commerce website, yeah, and it receives a lot of orders every day, right? So the front end might get clogged easily. Maybe the front end is not really prepared to get massive, probably, So with this queuing system, you can use it to decouple the order processing from the website front end. Imagine there's hundreds of people with the same item at the same time. It's easy. My experience shows me that some webs can get because it's not specially designed for that mass of incoming, and some webs crash because of that. So when we use the SQS to decouple the order processing from the front end, when a customer places the order, the website front end can send a message to an SQS queue, which the order processing system can read and process. This way, the website front end doesn't have to wait for the order to be processed. Let's say it delegates into the queue and it's ready to receive new incoming orders. Why would we want to do that? Because this way, the order processing system, which is in the queue, and the queue goes to not to the front end anymore, it's going to somewhere in the back end processing the order. It can be scaled independently from the front end. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if that clarifies, but it's good that different parts of your app can scale independently as needed. So it won't be the whole app trying to scale, which would cost you money in an elastic cloud system, right? So you only have to scale the queue part, which would require less processing, less memory, everything. It will be a lot cheaper, a lot faster, and it's easier to scale than the whole app. I hope that helps you see how useful this can be. Another example, for example, image processing. Let's say you have an app that allows users to upload images which need to be processed and resized before being stored. So you can use SQS to decouple the image processing system from the application front end again. Yeah, when a user uploads an image, the application front end can send a message to an SQ an SQS queue, which the image processing can read and process. Yeah, so it's like delegation. This way, the application front end doesn't have to wait for the image to be processed and can receive more incoming. Yeah, and it's transparent. This process is transparent for the user, but it can keep on receiving because it's not clogged with new. It's not processing the image. The image is being processed by the queue in the background with whatever back end system we have. Yeah, so that's very useful. Third example, notifications. Let's say you have a system that needs to send notifications to users based on certain events. No, an event happens and it sends a notification to the users. You can use this SQS to decouple the notification system from the rest of the application, and it won't clog the application. Imagine you have a list of 5,000 people that they have to receive this notification. So it sends it to the SQS. So when the event occurs, the application can send a message to an SQS queue, which the notification system can then read and send notifications based on the message. This way, the application doesn't have to wait for the notifications to be sent. Yeah, and the notification system can scale independently of the application. It's very useful. I think if you're going to retain one thing, that's the most important thing, that it can scale independently of your app as a programmer. Yeah, so there. Overall, Amazon Simple Queue Service can be used in a wide variety of scenarios where you can need to decouple different parts of your application or different applications and enable them to communicate with each other in a scalable, reliable, and secure way. All right. Subscribe for more. Thank you, guys.